everyone, and welcome to another episode of Getting Down to Business. Today, we have a special edition for you, our Battle of the Bulls Trivia Showdown Orientation Edition. I'm Ashley Curtis, Assistant Director for the Bishop Center for the Muma College of Business.
And I'm Jill Brown, Academic and Career Advisor with the Muma College of Business.
So today, our Battle of the Bulls Trivia Showdown will be a Family Feud style game. We have two USF teams competing for some USF trivia. We have our new student and family engagement. They'll come down and you'll introduce and meet them in just a moment. And then we have our orientation leaders.
Here's how the game's going to work. There will be 5 rounds with 6 questions per round. There are 5 USF trivia categories to choose from. 2 members of each team will face off with a rock, paper, scissors, shoot to select the category. Each team will receive a strike. So if there is an incorrect answer, we'll provide that and they can continue to play. First person to buzz in and answer correctly will have the option for their team to play or pass. If the team is able to run the category, they will win. If they do receive 2 strikes on the second strike, the other team will have the chance to steal and win the round.
We hope you get to enjoy meeting our USF staff, students, and all the resources we're just about to talk about in just a moment that are going to make your campus experience unbelievable.
All right, let's play Battle of the Bulls Orientation Trivia Edition. Our first contestants, please step down and we're going to have you introduce yourselves. All right, who do we have here first?
Hi, I'm Carolina Nutt. I'm the Senior Director of Youth Student and Family Engagement, and I'm from, it's complicated.
Hi there, my name is Ava Moody. I'm a junior on campus majoring in biology, and I'm from Homosassa, Florida, and I'm an orientation leader on campus.
All right. You girls ready?
Yeah.
All right, one hand. Well, actually, rock, paper, scissors, shoot to select the category. Oh, all right. So your 5 categories are Who's Got Your Back, College Hacks, Vibes and Traditions, Digital Essentials, and a wild card category. Carolina, what would you like?
Let's do Who's Got Your Back?
All right, here we go for Who's Got Your Back. If a student is unsure about their major, what office is the go-to for occupational help, research, and exploration? Carolina?
Undergraduate Studies.
That is incorrect. Ava, you have a chance.
Is it interdisciplinary and exploratory studies?
Ooh, these are close. These are close. We are looking for a very specific office. So we're going to pause and add your next 2 team members to come up to the table. Let's have you introduce yourselves, and then we'll answer the question.
I'm Lindsay Owen. I'm the Assistant Director of Orientation, and I'm from Dunedin, Florida.
Hi there, my name's Victoria. I'm a senior majoring in biological health sciences, and I'm from Naples, Florida.
All right, 2 Floridians. So you'll have the first chance since Carolina, you buzzed in first. All right, let me read the question again. If a student is unsure about their major, what specific office on campus is the go-to for occupational help, research, and exploration?
The Center for Career and Professional Development.
That is correct. I'm sorry, Victoria, you didn't get a chance to answer. Hold up, though. Would your team like to play or pass for this category?
Play.
All right, we're going to play. Who do we have next for the team?
Hi, my name is Morgan Berg. I am the orientation coordinator, and I am from Pelican Rapids, Minnesota.
Ooh, fantastic. Thanks for coming up and playing. All right, the next question in this category, Who's Got Your Back? USF offers a support program for new students called PAL. What does the acronym stand for? And 2-part, what is the purpose?
Peer advisor leader,
That is correct.
and then serve as a sort of like a mentor for their first year, so kind of like the first friend on campus, so get them connected to resources, plan events, stuff like that.
Excellent. So did you hear that, everyone? You've got a PAL on campus when you join USF. Awesome. We're back to Carolina. All right, time to redeem. Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Who should students reach out to and connect with every semester to stay on track with registration and graduation?
Their academic advisor.
Ding, ding. All right, let's keep it going. You're on a roll. All right, Lindsay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What office uses the slogan, Got Your 6, to support students and family members that have served our country?
The Office of Veteran Success.
That is correct. The next question in this category, Who's Got Your Back? If you want to blow off some steam with an activity like kayaking, volleyball, or pickleball, what USF office, name the USF office and the location on the USF St. Pete campus?
So that'd be the campus recreation office. For kayaks, it would be the boathouse, and for volleyball, it would be the sand volleyball courts.
Oh, wow. You really got specific. I was just looking for campus rec.
Oh.
Awesome. No. And where is kind of one of the main hubs for the outdoor activities area?
Oh, the
Where is
edge.
it located? Yeah.
The edge. Gotcha.
The edge. Yes. Okay, I'm coaching. Yes. Perfect. Great answer. Lots to see and do on our USF St. Pete campus. We are down to the last question in this category. Who's got your back? It's a little bit bigger question. Way to wrap this. Here we go. Name 3 resources offered by the Health and Wellness Center at USF.
All right. They offer counseling services. So if you need to talk to a counselor, you can get either group therapy or depending on what you need. They also offer physicals. So if you need like your wellness exam, you can go there. And they also offer nutrition services.
That is just 3 of the many services that the Health and Wellness Center offers. Just so students hear, if there were immunizations in need, let's see, some of the other things that came up, wellness programs, victim advocacy and prevention services. There's a lot to see through our USF Wellness, and you pay for that with your tuition and fees. So make sure you take advantage.
All right, so let's bring our next folks back on down. Got Lindsay and Victoria.
Let's go, Victoria.
All right, so we're going to start off round 2 with another rock, paper, scissors to select the category. All right, so new student and family engagement, up for a second round. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, so I'm going to read the categories that we have left. We have college hacks, vibes and traditions, digital essentials, and our wild card category.
Vibes and traditions.
All right, vibes and traditions. Are you both ready? All right, so for our first question, what day of the week are students and staff encouraged to wear green and why?
Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday, but I do not know the reason why.
All right, Lindsay, I'm going to give you a chance to steal.
Wednesdays to show our bull pride?
Absolutely, that's correct. Do you want to pass or play?
We'll pass.
All right, are you sure?
We are sure.
All right, Victoria, that means it's up to you and the student orientation leaders.
Hi, my name is Shauna. I am a senior majoring in biology with a medical concentration, and I am one of the orientation leaders here on campus.
Wonderful. Welcome to the show. Shauna, are you ready? All right, this next question, all right, it's a bit lengthy, so get ready for it. To kick off each semester, USF hosts 7 days of programs and activities to help students meet new people and connect with the campus community. What is this event called?
This is Week of Welcome.
100%. Very nice work. All right, Ava, come on down. Are you ready for our next question?
Yes.
Name 4 locations on the USF SP campus to grab food or drink on campus.
So first off, we have the Nest, which is our dining hall. Then we have the Market, which is like a convenience store. On top of that, we have Blenzables, and then we also have Kawa.
Amazing. All right, very good. Next question. Come on down, Victoria. Are you ready for this next question?
Yes.
All right. As a part of Homecoming Week, USFSP hosts a DIY water race called?
Cardboard boat race.
That's it. Awesome. And Shauna, you're back on up. Several times a semester, USF hosts an outdoor event that brings together student organizations, USF departments, local businesses, and non-for-profits. What is the name of this unique program?
Oh gosh, I know what this event is. I don't remember what it's called though. I don't remember.
Any guesses?
It's the one on the Harbor Walk. I don't remember what it's called.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be 1 strike against your team. You'll have 1 more opportunity to bring someone up. Before we do that, so the correct answer for that is the Bull Market. So the Bull Market is the program where we bring outdoor nonprofits and local businesses together. So for our very last question and for the chance to win this category, come on down, Ava. No pressure, right? All right,
Okay.
Ava, you ready?
Yes.
What is USF St. Pete's graduation celebration on the water called?
It's called Celebration.
Woo! All right, very nice orientation leaders. We are now 1-1.
All right, we're on to round 3. So we'll have our next contestants from both teams come on. We're going to do rock, paper, scissors, shoot to select the category. All right, and categories: college hacks, digital essentials, and the wild card category.
Let's go with college hacks.
This sacred document is your course roadmap that outlines what textbooks, assignments, due dates, exams, grading scale, and much more. Morgan, it looks like our judge just mentioned that you buzzed in first. That was a really tight battle.
The syllabus?
The syllabus, that is correct. All right, does your team want to play or pass?
We'll play.
Okay. New student and family engagement has taken this round, category 3, college hacks. The next question. Here we go. What are 2 pro tips to be successful in your courses?
All right. Go to class every day. You should go to class every day. And then go to your professor's office hours if you have questions, if you need any help. Make sure that they can kind of guide you outside of the classroom.
Fantastic. Those were my first top 2. Next teammate. Lindsay's back.
Yes.
I think our students are going to get to know all of our professional staff and student leaders well today. Name one way for a student to get involved on campus, and part 2, why is it important?
Well, they can go to Bulls Connect and get all the different types of events that are there, and that it's important because then they feel a connection to campus and really feel like they belong, which is what we want.
Excellent. That is a top answer. Before you leave, do you have any other things that you might want to recommend to students to get involved?
Definitely reaching out to our pals that are within our office. They throw some great events, and then again, you have a pal on campus, and that's another great way to get involved, as well as going to Get On Board Day that we do at the beginning of the fall semester and the spring semester, and you get to see all the different organizations, and that's hosted by the Student Life and Engagement Office.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because joining a student club or org is probably one of the easiest things to do. We have such a variety. What was the last one? The Oreo Club?
Oh, the Oreo Tasting Club.
Oreo Tasting Club.
Yes.
I mean, there's dancing, there's Frisbee, there's fishing, whatever your interests might be, but there are also professional organizations. So keep that in mind. We want you to connect with our campus. So thank you. All right, Morgan. Yes. Let's see. Where were we? All right. This is a little tricky question. I hope your brain's functioning for some analytical thought. Okay, here we go. How many hours a week should a student expect to study outside of the classroom to be successful in a 3-credit course?
So I believe it's 3 hours per credit hour.
Mhm.
So that could per class. So for the 3, you said 3 credit hours. So gosh, I can't do math. So like 9 hours if I'm doing math correctly for that specific course.
Yes, right, exactly. And sometimes it might be a little bit more. If it's a math or science or business course, those might take 4 to 5 hours a week per class. And this is outside. So keep in mind, you might have a class that's online. And so you need to expect to then spend, it's like 9 to 12 hours
Yes.
for one class. So great answer. All right, we have 2 more questions left in this category. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. All right, Carolina, what is the best way to explore and gain experience in a career field and maybe even get paid?
Sure. I would recommend trying to get an internship, and there is many ways by which you can do that. Obviously, going to the Center for Career and Professional Development, they can kind of help you figure out what you want to do, and even sometimes work with you so that you get credit for the internship that you're going to participate, but also talking to your advisors or even your professors. Sometimes they have recommendations for internships.
And our point too is to start early. Even if it's your first semester at USF, there are ways to explore with some job shadowing, informational interviews. And for College of Business students, since we're repping for them, we have the Bellini Center for Talent Development. So thank you for that. Perfect answer. 6th and final question of round 3, college hacks. Here we are. What campus resources are available to help students with a research paper project and or citing sources?
I would recommend the Student Success Center, and they have a ton of resources, like especially like the Writing Center and the Writing Tutors that can help with all of those things.
And just for a bonus, not that you're going to win more points, is there another space that does help with some of the research and citing too on campus?
Oh, of course, the library
yeah,
as well.
excellent. And students need to come check it out. It's a beautiful, brand new, recently remodeled facility here in the St. Pete campus. So come see us, and there's cool spaces to just hang out. That means new student family engagement took round 3, so it's 2-1.
Thanks, Jill. We're here with round 4. Let's bring our next contestants up. Go ahead and rock, paper, scissors for the category. All right, Ava. All right, here are the categories that remain. We have digital essentials and our wild card category.
Let's do the wild card category.
Woo, adventurous. I like it. Are you both ready?
Yes.
Okay. So our first question under the wild card category is, what's the name of the PSTA bus that is free to students to travel into downtown St. Pete and the beach? We didn't finish the question, unfortunately. The answer for that is the Sunrunner. So I'm going to go ahead and move to our next question. Make sure you capitalize on that. All you need is your USF ID card. It's a great resource. What are instructor office hours? And give one reason why or how a student should use them. I'm going to refer to our judges. Ava? All right, Ava, our judge is saying you were the winner on that.
Professor office hours are basically hours they put aside to where you could come in and ask for help. If you have a question about a problem or how to learn more better about a concept, they're there to help you, or even if you need to talk with them about anything. And what was the second part of the question?
That second part is, I think you covered it. So give one reason why and how a student should use them.
Oh yeah, a student should use them because you can just go to them and talk if you have any concerns about the class or if you need extra help in the class. And overall, it's a great resource to, one, connect with your professors, but also help you understand the content you're learning.
Awesome, love it. I will say it's a highly underutilized resource, so make sure you get to talk to your professors during office hours. It's a great way to start building those connections, learn about the research they're doing, as well as when it's time for you to get that letter of reference. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's an internship. Really good resource to have. All right, Ava, you guys got it right. Do you want to pass or play?
We're gonna play.
All right. Next person, come on down. All right, Victoria, good to see you again.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What is the name of a free mental health and well-being resource available 24/7 to students anytime, anywhere?
There is telehealth.
Is that your final answer?
There's so many options because there's telehealth, there's Tao, and I'm gonna go with Tao. Maybe not.
Tao? All right. What do we think, judges? Unfortunately, we're looking for a very specific answer. While you are right, those are all resources that are provided. The name of the service is Timely Care. So your Timely Care is available 24/7. Remember that. Anytime you need any sort of mental health service, call Timely Care. All right, so you get one strike. Victoria, I'm going to have you sit back down. We'll bring up Shauna for this next question. All right, Shauna, you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Name 3 programs that the campus rec offers students.
3 programs? Like things they can do through campus rec?
Yes.
Oh,
yep.
Through campus rec, we have the pool over by the edge. There's also the soccer field over by Osprey. And then we also have the volleyball courts out behind the USC.
All right, I'll take it. I think that's great. Other things that you can do with Campus Rec: cooking classes, adventure programs, fitness classes. Don't forget our fitness center that's over in the Student Life Center. Health and safety courses, yoga. Always love that yoga on the beach. Hiking challenges. So there's a lot to do, but yes, our soccer fields, volleyball courts, swimming, all great answers. Thanks, Shauna. All right, for our next question, there's 2 more questions left in our wild card category. Ava, come on down. Ava, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What safety service is available after hours to escort you to your car or residence hall?
We have UPD on campus, and if you download the USF Safe app, you can request a ride from the UPD officers. And if you feel unsafe walking at night from a class, like I had a lab get out at 8:50 p.m., you can request the officer to come down and walk with you to wherever you're going. And it's a giant app, and they have a lot of great resources for you to use and keep you safe on campus.
All right, I'm going to take that. It is our SAFE team, right? She mentioned our SAFE app, or it's also Safe Ride. I will say this, our officers on this campus are so friendly, so do not ever hesitate to use it. I know those late hour classes, 6:30 to 9 o'clock, right? Sometimes it can feel a little uncomfortable when it's really dark, so make sure you use that resource. Awesome. All right, thanks, Ava. And our last question, we're bringing Victoria down. Can she get the final question for the win for her team? Victoria, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. This office hosts a variety of workshops to help students improve time management, academic reading, and note-taking.
This is the Office of Success Advocates with, so yeah, is that it?
What do we think, judges?
Student Success with Success
All right.
Advocacy.
We're going to give it to you, Victoria. So it's our Student Success Center. They also have tutoring. They have our Success Advocates. So absolutely, make sure you use those, right? A lot of good resources in that office. All right, we are officially 2-2. That means as we head into our last round, we are all tied up. All right, next team, come on down.
As Ashley said, we're down to our last category, so no rock, paper, scissors, digital essentials. You guys you're ready. Okay, all right, here we go. Every student has a checklist of necessary items to get started at USF. What is the name of this online student portal?
My Bull's Path.
Exactly. All right. Still some, do you want to take the pressure
Oh, we're
and play?
playing.
Oh,
We're
okay.
playing.
All right. Bring it on. New student family engagement is taking this and gonna play with the digital essentials. All right, question 2. What's the best online resource to see what's happening on any USF campus and discover student orgs and get involved?
That would be Bulls Connect.
You are correct. Here we go. Question 3 in digital essentials. Name the software platform students use to register for classes, pay tuition, view their financial aid, and even buy textbooks from.
So it's student self-service, and they can find it in their My USF.
Perfect answer. All right, Lindsay, you're back. Here we go. If a student wants to look for an internship, job fair information, maybe a career workshop, or even a career event, what's the online job career portal called?
Handshake, which is where all of our orientation leaders found us. Is that not right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I'm sorry, I gave the wrong impression. Okay, yes, handshake is correct. And you were saying the student orientation leaders?
That's how they found their roles and how we hired them.
Where you advertise your jobs and such?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so there's a wealth of information there. So keep that in mind. We've already talked about internships today, student employment on campus, orientation leaders, variety of events and activities going on there to advance your career. So thank you. 2 questions to go, Morgan. Here we go. Where can a student go to view their major requirements, a plan that they may have worked out of next semester classes, and track their degree progress?
That would be DegreeWorks.
Yeah, you are correct. DegreeWorks, handy resource. Please utilize that. You and your academic advisor, which was an earlier question, are going to map out courses, and that's somewhere you can always go to reference where you're at, what classes you need, and if you don't know, just ask. Schedule an appointment with an advisor. All right, we're down to the last question. This is for the coveted Golden Bowl. Okay. 6th and final question for digital essentials. What software will students use to access course materials, upload assignments, communicate with their professors, and even collaborate with other students?
Yep, that would be Canvas.
New student family engagement takes the first ever orientation edition of the USF Trivia Game. Wow, this is our 2nd time to try a trivia show. I think we maybe hopefully seemed a little bit smoother with that. I had a lot of fun. These teams were amazing. You guys know so many resources, and I hope students do reach out to you now that they've seen your faces. They're going to see you on campus, those types of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks everyone listening out there for tuning into another episode of Getting Down to Business, recorded and brought to you by our partners here at Innovative Ed. Special shout out to our producer, Destiny. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. We'll see you next time.